Mahaba Oman. I'm James Briding, the author of Swiss Made, The Untold Story of Switzerland's Success, speaking to you from the University of Zurich in Switzerland, where we had snow this morning. Imagine, I just saw on the internet that you have 24 degrees this afternoon, and having traveled throughout the Arabic region, I'm very envious of your warm climate right now. I'm sorry I'm unable to join you today. I wrote Swiss Made because nobody had thus far explained how Switzerland has become the most competitive nation in the world, ranked #1 with regard to innovation, and also enjoying among the highest standards of living in the world. My friend John McCarthy came to me in 2015 with the idea of doing an Arabic version of Swiss Made, something that we had never imagined before. And actually, I wasn't particularly interested in doing, but his incredible enthusiasm and energy convinced me that it was a good thing to try. Since then, John has become the first Arabic book publisher in Switzerland. And Swiss Made has been launched together with John in Beirut, Cairo, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. It has enjoyed enthusiastic support among the leading booksellers, the media, and their clients. I would especially like to thank our Swiss embassies, Swiss ambassadors, and their conscientious teams for all of the support that they have provided us. I have a fellowship from Harvard University, from the Center of International Development, and I would also like to thank them for having supported the research. 3 years of research, over 300 interviews, have led me to several conclusions. I'd like to share with you 3 of them. First, size is decoupled from power, at least economically. Because of the decline in the cost of distance, the internet, it is infinitely easier to reach massive amounts of people, to trade with, to share ideas with, and to do business with anywhere in the world. The idea can come from anywhere, the product can come from anywhere, the customer can come from anywhere, and the financing can come from anywhere. Second, we've always had to balance the competing interests of me versus we. Think of the arguments you had with your brother or your sister as a child about who would have the last piece of cake. And the world is shifting more towards me in just about every respect. We've had a decline in the emphasis of religion, family, the number of children, and the sense of community. But I argue that those nations who have a greater sense of community, like Switzerland, have less inequality, will enjoy greater trust, higher productivity, more peace, and happiness. Finally, the right traditionally argues that free markets are the best way to allocate scarce resources, while the left argues that markets left alone are insufficient, as inevitably we have the type of catastrophes that we've experienced with the financial crisis and climate change. But in fact, they're both right, and Switzerland instructs us that. What we need is more markets and better government. And this combination of these two elements is one of the foremost reasons why Switzerland has become such a competitive nation. Since 2 years, I've been in the Arabic region because of this project, and it's enabled me to learn a tremendous amount of information about your cultures, about your histories, about your ethnicities. But most of all, it's taught me that the better we understand each other's differences, the more likely we can do business and trust each other. So thank you for your attention and your interest. I'm sure that John will be more than willing to inscribe your copies with his perfect Arabic penmanship. As I tell my children, work hard, stay modest, and imagine beyond. I think it's pretty good advice for nations at any level. Thank you again. Masalama Oman.